Welcome guys to episode 476 of Minecraft, and I'm using the Japanese weapons and architecture mod. Well, this mod doesn't include any weapons as of yet. It's still a work in progress, and I really like this mod. It really intrigued me with the first initial sight of the first screenshot, which was these pink flowers and these pink trees, which I'm not too good with the pronunciation. They're called Saruka. Don't punish me for mispronouncing them, but this mod is quite funny. You can see, if you guys do remember the Better Than Wolf series, I sort of created somewhat of a shack like that, and sort of played around with this mod and enjoyed this mod very thoroughly. And I wanted to get to know, because this is mod is quite a bit of work you have to do to achieve the final goal, and the final goal is this armor suit. So it is actually quite a spiritual journey if you actually go do this legitimately like I have done. Or of course I sort of edited in the flowers to make it all nice and pretty, but it is really cool trying to do everything legitimately and actually gain and make all the resources to create the armor, and then you can appreciate how awesome the armor is. Now this armor looks pretty cool. There are currently no weapons involved with this mod, but it sure is planned and it's in the title. But I'm not sure why the weapons weren't first added in, but I really like this. So we're going to start off with the first two trees. Okay, so this yellow tree over here is called a mulberry tree, and the pink one we mentioned this tree before is a sakura tree. I'm not quite sure, and these are some of the components you'll have to build. It gets all tricky over here trying to build all sorts of contraptions to actually complete this task of creating the armor suit. Here is some delicious rice. I do believe this is rice, and this is another sort of flower, and let's get on with crafting stuff. Okay, so we're gonna just chop down this delicious tree, and we might as well cut the whole tree down instead of letting the tree suffer. And there we go. So these are mulberry. Where did my mulberry logs go? Now, mulberry logs are quite useful. Not useful, useless. Alright, so they only create one wooden plank, although they do create paper, and that's all their primary source is. But you can also make some nice nice calligraphy writings, and that contributes to the suit in the final stages. So this is called the Saruka log, and it creates cherry planks, and I've used cherry planks to actually decorate my little floor area over here and create my nice little gardens. And I forgot to mention this is bamboo, and if we go over here and collect this bamboo, we can create all sorts of stuff with this. And you do need to spread out with this mod. I needed to travel to the biomes, two different biomes, but I sort of could implement one of these biome specific contraptions, and it's starting to rain. There you go, rain stop. You need an ice block, so you need to go find an ice biome and also a desert biome. I managed to do this in single player commands. Too many items to spawn in an ice block, but you need different biomes for this sort of stuff. And the trees don't spawn in snow biomes, desert biomes, so you need to have at least 3 different biomes. So you need to do quite a bit of exploring to do. Okay, so the first thing you need to create is a soaking unit. Now, all these sort of things that you're gonna create are kind of weird at the first place, and it sort of matches up at the end. I'm still kind of curious what this soaking unit does. I do believe there will be an end goal, but this is still a work in progress, so this is quite tricky. Alright, so let me go here and explain it. You need to have a 4 deep hole, and so you can actually so it can breathe, and all 4 sides of the block have to be touching water. Now the cool thing about this is it's another specific of this mod, and I'm trying to fly but I'm not in creative mode, and the specific is that you need an ice block above the actual soaking unit. So if I try to spawn it, just say jolly over here, it won't spawn. It will only spawn under a ice unit, under an ice block, and also underwater. So that's an awesome feature. I wish mods would be more reliant on that, because it actually creates more of a complex sort of like Better Than Wolves, more complex sort of system. Okay, so I really explained how to place it. Now I didn't really explain how to use it. Alright, so what you can see here is I have some soaked mulberry bark, and the way you power this machine, this soaking unit, is by water buckets. And where's my water bucket? Over here. And you place this, and it's a nice sort of fuel, and it fuels, and you just place the mulberry logs, and it creates the soaked mulberry bark. Now most of these soaking and drying machines, the end product really has no use so far, but this is still, I'm mentioning this a lot of times, this still is a work in progress, so expect awesomeness from this mod. Okay, so this is a drying unit. Now you can sort of see that it is a drying unit by actually being in the desert. Now again, the crafting recipe is quite simple. All you need to do is have a little glass panel and 4 cherry blocks, and that's quite simple. But the actual placement of this block is quite difficult. Now you actually can't scam this mod by actually placing sand around this, which would be kind of cool if you could scam it, but you actually have to be in an actual desert biome. And here we go, I have my desert biome, and another specific of this mod is that, well, there we go, see, it destroys itself because there's not sand surrounding it. You need to have a actual sandstone beneath the actual block, and where's my sand? I'll just place sand over here, jump up and place it, and there we go. Now you also need a dead shrub to be placed right in the diagonal corner, and then you can actually use it. Okay, so the way you use it, you need to place coal. You can use everything that you can use in the furnace, but except lava buckets. And there you go, you can place the soaked bamboo that we soaked in the sort of ice soaking machine, and we brought it all the way over here to the desert, and now we're actually drying it, and then we're gonna have to spawn, travel, or teleport to my nice little farm, because I have no idea where I am. I just went forward just to find a desert, and I went forward for like 10 minutes, so I'm kind of lost. Now for the final machine, you need to create a netted screen. Now it is quite strange. I like these recipes. It's not strange, I actually quite enjoy them, making them, because it adds that extra little difficulty and needs to be quite understood. So you need these cherry logs, cherry planks, to create a 3x3 sort of space, then created with the dried out bamboo. So if we go over here, and we need bamboo slats. I created one. Where's my bamboo? There we go. I'll get to spawn some bamboo slats. You need to create some crates like this, and you need to surround the crate, surround the center of the crates there, and then you're actually going to have to create a netted screen which you places in here. So if you break this one, there we go, come on, break, it will actually break this, and there we go, and you need to place water in the middle, place the crate down, and actually place it here. Alright, so let's go craft it. You need the cherry planks, and there you go, you get the sheet of mulberry pulp that we soaked, then we're gonna dry it, and now this is the final stage, and then we're gonna create a washi. I'm not sure on the pronunciation, but the washi is sort of the final ingredient on how to actually create my armored suit. Okay, so while it's actually processing and while it's actually cooking for us, we're going to place some iron ingots in the center, and you get these iron scales. Now we're going to collect them because this is critical for the actual process of creating armor. So you need these and iron shards separated like this, and nicely divided like that to create a lame strip, and you need a couple of these strips to actually create the delicious delicacy of armor. Alright, so we're just going to cheat and create 64 of these lame lars to create a chest plate. Now these chest plates aren't actually being able to use it. What's happening with the rain? Come on, rain, stop. Alright, so we're going to just take off our chest plate, and you can't actually wear the chest plate. It still hasn't been finished because it hasn't been decorated. You can see that there's these gold sort of strips that are lining, and we're going to have to decorate it with the wishy paper and also the gold ingots. Okay, so in the time we used to create that, we created 3 wishes, but you need, or washi, you need actually 4 to actually create the delicious delicacy of chest plate armor. And the way you do this is you have it like this. Place the undecorated samurai chest plate, and what we need is these gold nuggets. There we go, and place 4 of them here, and there you go, you have the samurai chest. So that is a pretty awesome journey of creating just a pair or suit of armor, and it is a little bit stronger than diamond, it's a little bit more durable than diamond, and it's quite more enchantable because its mystical powers. But I actually really like this mod. I don't know why I really like this. It's quite a simple concept, nothing too game breaking, nothing too amazing, but it's pretty cool. I like the trees, I like the whole process. It sort of reminds me of the Better Than Wolves. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it certainly is mine. Now, I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments saying, wow, that was the whole point of the mod, just to create a suit of armor, what a waste. But I certainly look at this as an amazing mod. I don't know why I like it so much, but it certainly does appeal to me. No, the mod creator didn't message me or bribe me to give it an awesome review, but I certainly do see this mod, once it's finished, will look absolutely amazing. But for now, I'm not sure what I would rate it. At this stage, I would sort of rate it as a sort of 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. The foreign third was nicely described, a little bit like the Better Than Wolves. I'm referring this to the Better Than Wolves because it was a lot of mention. A lot of the stuff was mentioned back to the Better Than Wolves, sort of like you would like, the mod creator would like you to use Better Than Wolves alongside this mod, and my cam studio sort of stopped on me, so I was just gonna free ball pressing W and looking awesome like that. So I really enjoyed this mod, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and have a nice day.